Welcome back, everybody. This is Alchemy of Life Lectures. If you've never heard of me before, I'm a metaphysician and an occultist. Also, I am heavily into manifestation, and I've been studying occult and metaphysics for about 7, 8, 9 years. In that, going on a decade. All different forms of it, should I say? You can't know everything, but you can know a lot about a lot. And so today's video, I wanted to. You see the title. The title is time really an illusion? So I understand in the manifestation community, there's a lot of concepts that actually come from the occult, and occult just means hidden. So to me, occult becomes more of what's in front of your face, because what's really off in the distance you can see, but what's in your face you generally can't. And occult means hidden. A lot of things that are generally occult to you are hidden right there in plain sight. If it's a snake, it'll bit you, as my mom would say. So today's video is on time. Is time really an illusion? Is it? And the answer is yeah. Time is an illusion, but so this is an occultist and slash metaphysics, researchers, not just view, but my study, my channels, or channels on it, downloads as they would say, and my experience with it as well. So everybody's in the manifestation community, all your favorite coaches are so quick to write off time as an illusion, but they don't tell you why it's an illusion. And that they do, it's not really, it's, an explanation. It's really more of a regurgitation of what they've heard, but never anything through experience and research truly on the occult side. And there's not a lot of occultists that are, not let's say in the manifestation, but a lot of us are, just we're not teaching it. We're teaching other stuff, or we're not teaching it all, because not everybody's fit to teach, and that's okay too. So why is it an illusion? But ... So let's start with the Kabbalion, the 7 Hermetic principles. Remember, principles and laws are different. Laws come from principles. Principles are the base, aka the foundation of something and or everything, like the foundation of a house. Principles are the foundation of the house. Laws would be the house itself and everything inside of it. They can be changed. So when Neville talked about you can't change a law, it's just it would take so much to do it, because as above, so below. So know that laws can be changed on Earth all the time. They are all changed all the time, like in your society, but it takes quite a bit of force and power to do so. So, it almost seems like, especially in the case of manifestation, like it's not really what you're looking to do is to change the law. You're looking to be able to use it in your favor, understand it, overstand it, understand it, all that good jazz. So, let's talk about it. So, why, what is time? From my experience, and shout out to Seven Bomar at the YouTube channel Understanding and Secret Energy, because I've studied him and researched, and a lot of things I was getting downloads on I found in a lot of his videos, especially when it comes to time. I may do a part 2 to this. If you guys, let me know what you guys would like to hear next, and would you guys like a part 2? So here's a deeper understanding of time, and what it is to a degree. Remember, you can't know everything, but you can know a lot. So with time is a measurement of space. Now, how did you get that, Joe? Time is a measurement of space. So time and space are always, they like this, they go together. Okay. Time moves in spirals, right? And inside of those spirals, aka time loops, inside of that time loop, inside of a spiral contains angles. And you know this because if you look inside of a circle, you can draw lines. But notice how the other way around, if you just have lines, you would have to draw a circle on it. Unless you had dimensions, add dimensions to it, like a rectangle, you could draw circles inside of that. Okay, we get it, Joe. We get it. Like, where are you going? So inside of a spiral, you you see angels or angels. So the spiral is the feminine force, the chaos, the woman, the inner world. Time moves through curves. So when you straighten those curves, you get a phallic shape. I'm not going to say, you understand how this is, equating to the body. Time deals also heavily with the body, okay? In certain aspects of the male body. Osiris, the phallus, he was cut up in 14 pieces. That's time. So when you unravel time, that's where we get time, linear time from. Linear time is nothing but what time truly really is unraveled. So now you get the illusion of going backwards and forwards, but really you're moving in spirals. Crazy. So one of the truer aspects of why time is an illusion is because space and time go together. So space would be outer space, which you think is up there, but it's really down here with us. When you go on the outer banks of Earth, aka banks, you're going to reach water. You remember rivers, riverbank. The ocean has a bank on the beach, right? It's that little sandy area, and water can come ashore. It can go backwards and forwards. Space is the ocean and all bodies of water. That deals with dark energy, dark matter, and dark energy is that 90. It's like 94%. Darkness and 6% light. 6% light is what we can see, what we think that we know, and that is like the same measurement of the ocean of what we have traversed. So if time deals with space, you can start to see why it's an illusion, because we have only traversed 6% of the ocean, and that's just on top of the ocean. And somewhat in the bottom, and inside of it. Think about the dark crevices of the ocean, which we will never see, where those certain types of fish, where they lie. Now I'm getting to something here. I'm gonna get to something here. We have not traversed the Leviathan realms, so it's 94%. We haven't seen. So time is a measurement of space. Now, how is it that it is? Because we go to work at a certain time, and they measure what hours, or salary, but still salary people still have to work a certain period of hours to earn that salary. You see what I'm saying? Hourly pay versus salary, that's time, that's measurement. I go to work at 6 p.m., get off at 12, type shit. Measurement. Let's think about rulers. Space. So when you dial a space in our land, you have to measure it, you have to survey the land. You get me? You have to survey, you have to measure it. Ruler. So everybody likes, in the law of assumption, in the manifestation community, like to say, affirmation, I'm a king, I'm a queen, and then in the same sentence, say that time is an illusion and not know really why. Kings and queens deal with what? Rulership. They are rulers. They are measurements of the time period you are in. Every dynasty in Egypt had a ruler, and that dynasty is a period of time of which a family or an individual ruled. Now, we measure things with rulers. So you're getting, are you like, let me know if this is making sense, guys. This is, shout out to Seven Bomar over at Secret Energy and Understanding. One of the, I've got a lot of these channels as well. The channels that I was able to get before years and years ago, seeing some of his videos on the Secret Energy website on the freer side, which is a video I found out he did drop on YouTube. I'll have to find it. But it's on Understanding, because it's on Understanding. It's one of the first videos you take in the class, in the courses, talking about God and sovereignty. That it gets real fucking deep. So time being a measurement of space, it's about dialing the space in. When we're manifesting, we're in our own realm, we're in our own world, our own what? Space. Within the curves and bounds of reality, time. So, rulership. So, they say, oh, I'm a king, I'm a queen. Okay, that's fine. But then they write time off as an illusion. But anytime you say you're a king or queen, you put yourself back in the time, at least as a ruler of ships, vessels docked on your land, aka the people. They were ruling over whom? The people of their society, right? So those are the ships. A ship is a vessel. The body is the vessel, and the body has a time clock. They say women have a biological clock in their body. Are you getting it? Just like as we all do. They say the body has, even though we are immortal, the mind is immortal. The body can decay, as we've seen here on Earth. That deals with time inside of a space. So what makes time an illusion? Well, let's go back to the ocean. If you take a cup, say the idea is, or time is a measurement of space. So can we truly measure the ocean? Can we weigh it? Can we measure it? We can. We can measure gallons of it, thousands of thousands of gallons, hundreds of millions of gallons, and still never know shit. It's an illusion. Okay, we get that. But they can't tell you that. They don't. They just give you the law of assumption bullshit, which is not bullshit, but it's just like, it's regurgitated. This is the occult metaphysics view of time, what it really is, and how it's an illusion. So it's an illusion because I could get a 16-ounce cup in an ocean. Did I weigh the whole thing? No. So I can't really possibly know what it truly really is. So you can't really possibly know what the feminine, aka the inner realm where we're manifesting from the inside out, truly really is. But we can do so, we can at the same time, because in the Kabbalah they talk about everything, they talk about the paradoxical world. Everything is and yet isn't. So on the fact that it is, sorry, my fault. But you can know things. You can know a lot. You can't know everything, but you can know a lot about a lot. You can know a lot about a lot. Right? So, in that regards, I can't measure the whole fucking ocean, making it an illusion, so I can't really know anything about it. So my best bet is to explore it. Your best bet is to explore your inner world and figure out what you would like to create. Go in your inner world and see what you would like to create in there, and it manifests out here as well. As above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. That is the cross. So time becomes an illusion because you can't measure it all accurately, cumulatively. But you can measure it. We can measure dynasties, we can measure this laptop, we can measure the land, but we can never really get a full grasp on this motherfucker. This place, which would be the feminine realm. Sorry, my dog's barking in the background. Alright, Bruno, we're just gonna keep rolling on this one. So, basically, because you cannot know it all and you cannot measure it all accurately or cumulatively, you can only dial in what you need within that particular space and time. Curvature. So time is a construct, and you know it's a construct because, like we know, it moves in spirals, right? We only get the 180-degree timeline, the linear form of time, by unrolling the curves of her, laying her flat. We learn these things in the occult. These different, I'm just saying, Hindu mythology got this shit down to a pat, so you cannot know time, truly, but you can at the same time, no pun intended, because, like I said, you can know when you're going to go to work and when you're going to get off generally. Hell, you might know all fucking week what your schedule's like. You can measure that. You can dial that in. That is that world that can be known. But can you know the whole fucking year? Probably not. So even with your job, you see how time is an illusion, but you see how you can measure it, but not measure it. So I hope this is making sense. So we know that the body, aka the ship, is a vessel locked into time. So that means when you're manifesting, you're locking things into time. It's coming from a realm of timelessness, where there is none of that. It's vibration and frequency and this and that. It's universal principle. Now it has to form itself into universal law and come under this sun. And once it comes under this sun, doesn't the sun have a time period where it goes up and down? It rises and it sets. So say you manifest your SP, now you're living with your SP, you're under this sun, living with them day and night. That's time. But it's an illusion because time can be fucked with. It's malleable. The fact that we can revise something, or you can tell a lie long enough for it to become true, is time really real? So we get that aspect, and now we know why. Because it's all about perspective. Time is all about perspective. Perspective, perspective, perspective. So I wanted to give this as an intro video to my channel. I've got many videos, subliminals. I have one audio that I did. Go check that out, guys. But I just wanted to add that to you. So when you're manifesting, you have that, at least that idea. And if you guys want me to go further, deeper on time, do you guys have any questions? Like, what's up? It's Alchemy of Life Lectures, guys. I'm gonna start doing these type of videos and eventually do lives, because I can do lives now. So I just gotta go live. I've set everything up months and months ago, and I just got my webcam and stuff. So filming now, and yeah. Time is an illusion, but does your favorite manifestation coach, can they tell you why? Can they tell you how it's an illusion? Can they tell you how it can seem real? Can they tell you about rulership? Rulership. President. So we don't have kings and queens here, but we have a president that's elected every 4 years, even if, one sits 2 terms or however, that's time. 8 years, 4 years, 8 years, that's time. So you're under the time of that particular president. But the illusion can fall in your hands, as no matter what happens with this ruler or this particular time lord or figure, I'm going to be okay. So whatever policies they do, I can manipulate my reality through being a god and goddess of it and whatnot, or the supreme being or the divinity of it. That shows you what time, how it's in the illusion. That's just a basic format. Like, everybody was like, oh my God, Joe Biden's president. Because I was definitely one of those people that I'm like, like I said, like 6 months to a year in, I was like, yeah, we got this. This ain't shit. Ain't shit going down like we think. Just keep your wits about you. Do this, do that, You know what I'm saying? Because I don't vote. I don't know why I have, But I'm not going to let that particular aspect of time affect me. You see what I'm saying? So, just want to do this short little 20-minute video for you guys. But, wholeness, everybody. And I thank you for 300 plus, 350 plus subs, 370 plus subs. I thank you guys, and I'm going to keep these videos rolling. Hopefully, you guys can learn something from it, because I just want to really drop it so people can learn from, the other aspects. Because sometimes I've watched a lot of manifestation content. I have one. I don't have a coach, but I have a friend who has a few friends who have manifestation channels. One of them, I am, joined in their group, and they're, on their join button, and we have an amazing group over there. We have an amazing group over there, and we have a great time. So to speak. Got a live tomorrow. Group members only live tomorrow. So I as an occultist and metaphysician, XYZ researcher, and on my manifestation journey, as I am putting out manifestation content, doing subliminals, we still do get coaching or join groups that help us become a greater become greater at what we do. So this is Alchemy of Life Lectures, guys. I love you, and I'm signing off. Till next time.